Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Rita's Intuition 777. Today I'm going to be doing a spread for the sign of Virgo, Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 2nd of July to the 12th of July. I'll be doing a 9-card spread, but I'll be using the Romance Angels, also the Kipper deck and a few other spreads to clarify and support the reading. Please only take the messages if they resonate, as this is a collective message and not a personal reading. And only take the message on board if it resonates with you. Do not force it to fit. If you resonate with the message, you like the message, you like this read, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Angel and Spirit Guides, I ask for you to provide me with 3 cards that may indicate any messages in relation to this spread from the 2nd of July to the 12th of July 2020 for this reading of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Three cards, please. Oh, no, that's too many. Way too many. It's half the deck. Right, so the bottom of the deck is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So the 3 cards that have pulled is release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. But it also talks about romantic feelings. So it appears that you may have feelings for someone new. And however, you need to release your ex. That you may have codependent issues or addictions that are impacting this new relationship. We'll see further as we get the spread. Right, so I'll take 3 cards from the Kipper deck as well that may relate to this reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Can you give me any messages that you may have for Virgo? Virgo from the 2nd of July to the 12th of July 2020 in relation to this spread that you're about to deliver for me, please. For Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, the 2nd of July to the 12th of July 2020. Three cards, please. Ooh. Right, so at the bottom of the deck, you've got official person. And then you've got gift, thoughts and despair. So it appears that you're having thoughts about someone, Virgo. It may be this person that you've got romantic feelings for, that Spirit's telling you it's safe to love. However, you may be in despair because you're torn between the codependency that you may have on your ex or codependent issues that you may have in your life. But this new person may be a gift. or you may want to give someone a gift. Or someone may be giving you a gift. Please feel free throughout this reading to switch the roles if necessary. You know your situation. Right, is there any star signs that may be coming up in the may be relevant to the Virgo read? Please, angels and spirits. So Gemini might be relevant to your read. Taurus, Virgo, and air signs. Maybe some of the signs you're dealing with. Doesn't mean they're the only signs, but they may come up for the collective more, or they may be more relevant to the collective. Okay, angels and spirits, guides, if you can give me 9 cards that relate to Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for the 2nd of July to the 12th of July 2020. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Thank you, angels and spirits. Nine cards for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, please. For the 2nd of July to the 12th of July, please and thank you. Right, so the bottom of the deck is sacrifice. So the 2nd of July to the 12th of July is all about sacrifice. And this may partially refer to the codependency and releasing your ex, but we'll see as we get through the reading. May also be about the despair and the thoughts of a new person. You may need to sacrifice something such as your codependency. Right, so from the initial reading, you've got fertility. And that's like giving birth to something new. That's yeah, giving birth to something new. It's starting again. Giving birth to a new idea, a new relationship, which is a destiny. It's your destiny. So this is fate and destiny. Is the universe stepping in. You've got five arcana, major arcana cards on the table today. So these are where spirit world and destiny and the universe step in. So yeah, you're giving birth to a new idea, a new relationship, a new situation that's been divinely guided. Destiny has stepped in order to deliver this for you, and in order to make sure that you take the steps to move towards where you're supposed to be. And this will start to move at an accelerated motion, whether you want it to, or whether this is something that may come into you in an accelerated motion. It may come in quick, unexpectedly, and then you're going to have to make a decision. There's going to be movement, choices and decisions to make. You're going to have to decide what means the most to you and what you need to put your energy into more. But you may have to have patience. So they're going to, or maybe you've been patient so far. Maybe you've been patient so far, and this is why destiny's stepping in to move you more in accelerated motion. Or maybe for others, it's the other way around, where you want to move fast, and the universe, because this is a universe card, this is a major arcana, the universe is telling you that you have to be patient. You need to allow things to grow. So whatever choices and decisions you make, you need to allow it to grow. You need to have the patience in order to get your happy home. So this is foundations and achievements. But there's going to be a sense of emotional withdrawal, and I think that ties again in with the sacrifice card and releasing your ex and your codependency issues. And once you do this, Spirit's saying there's going to be some sort of disruption to what was. So this could be a good disruption, because this disruption card is like the Tower card in the original deck. And basically it knocks down whatever's not built on a firm foundation. So based on you emotionally withdrawing or needing to in order to establish this firm foundation and have the patience, there's going to be a shake-up. This emotional withdrawal may change your world. Obviously throughout the spread, throughout the week, you're going to go through different things that's going to help you to grow. And it's all based on sacrifice. It's all based on you sacrificing. This sacrifice card would be the why have I just forgotten? The Hanged Man in the original tarot. So you've stood back, you've been patient to a degree, and this is all, as I said, it's all about patience. This central card has a high meaning in this spread. It's like the center of the spread. But you're being patient and sacrificing. You're sacrificing your codependent habits. You're releasing your ex. And you're healing yourself from despair. And the next card there is the universe at the bottom of the deck, underneath the sacrifice card. So I'm going to get some supporting cards so we can get some more information on what's going on. Can I get some supporting cards for fertility, please, and thank you, for Virgo from the 2nd of July to the 12th of July, please and thank you. Some supporting cards. Ooh. So the Fool card's at the bottom of the deck for this one. So you're taking a risk. You've given birth to something new, jumping into something new. And that might be the it's safe to love. It might be the safe to love card that's relevant there. Romantic feeling, stepping into something new, releasing codependency, and you're stepping into something new. You've got the Sun card, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. You're giving birth to something that will make you really happy. You're taking a risk. You might be a bit unsure how to get there, but it may be a fire sign. It may actually be a Leo. So you've got fire signs there, 2 fire sign cards, the Leo and the Queen of Wands. You're a bit blocked about how to get there. You're not sure. You're not quite sure. But I think that's about you taking your time. You sitting back and taking your time. The cards read of patience. So I think at this stage, with the universe is expecting you not to be sure. They're expecting to give you time. I know that you want to move in accelerated motion, but the universe is saying it's coming. It is coming. And I think it's coming soon, but it's coming. Maybe after a time of patience for some, it is coming because they know that you're sacrificing some codependency and a relationship. But it's going to be a happy relationship. You see it as your happiness. You're willing to take a risk. A bit unsure how to, but you know you want to get there with the Queen of Wands. Can I have some clarification cards and supporting cards for destiny for Virgo, please? Oh. Yeah, balancing. This Two of Pentacles is also the same as the movement, choices and decision cards. It is representative of that card in this deck. So you're balancing. You're making a decision. And that might be partially about how to move forward. It might be about releasing your ex, looking at your ex, but looking at this new situation. But you're ready to go on an adventure. You're ready to go on a new journey, a new adventure. It's destiny. It's destiny that you're due to go on this new adventure. You're due to have a new beginning, a new chance at everything, which in its sense is a gift. Can I get some supporting cards for accelerated motion, please? Some supporting cards for accelerated motion. Oh. So you've got the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yep. Oh, didn't realise there were so many cards. Oh, wow. Okay, but I'll take them all. So Four of Cups, I think that's you rejecting. Obviously, swap the whole reading around if that's what resonates with you. But it's also, this is a part of your sacrifice. I think you're going to reject the previous offer. So you may reject your ex. You may say no more to your ex. You're not willing to enter back into that situation. You're in the position of you're balancing. You're balancing your light and dark energy. You're balancing with the support of the angels. You're moving forward in accelerated motion. So you may be moving in accelerated motion. Tables are turning. You've got the World card there. So the tables are turning by taking this new chance, this chance that is destiny, this new beginning. It's going to change your world. It's going to provide you with a balanced situation where you're not going to be codependent. You're going to be balanced. You're going to be emotionally balanced. Because you're moving away. You're moving away, or you're moving towards something good. Maybe it changes your world because you're moving towards something good. But also moving away. You've got the Five of Wands in reverse. Moving away from a conflicting situation. A situation that may be a bit toxic. That may be... Yeah, toxic. I think I've said it. Yeah, so you're moving away from that toxic situation into a more balanced situation. And also you're feeling more balanced within yourself. Can I get a supporting card for movement, choices and decisions? Once again, Two of Pentacles. And this ballot is actually confirming the Two of Pentacles this time. You've got the heartbreak. You've got charging forward with something new. So I think it may be the person that's heartbroken that's charging back towards you. Or you may have the desire to charge back to someone who broke your heart, and that might be why Spirit's saying release your ex. Because you're codependent, so you may be running back into that situation. You may be looking back at the situation thinking, at least I feel safe there. But destiny is not allowing it. Spirit is not allowing it. They're moving you into a more stable situation. They're saying patience. I think that's where the patience card comes in. I think they will move you across it in accelerated motion. But at the moment, where you're codependent, you may be tempted to run back to the person that's breaking your heart, possibly that ex or that situation. I'm not saying it's definitely the ex that's breaking your heart. It might just be the brokenhearted about the fact that the situation turned out to be toxic and you had hopes for the situation. But Spirit's saying that be patient. You're going to get over that need to keep on going back. You're not going to be working out and making a choice about which way you go. Be patient and you will get to that firm foundation. Can I get a supporting card for patience, please? Supporting card for patience. Supporting card for patience. Yeah, you're holding on to what you've got. You're protecting what you've got. And being patient. So you're sacrificing maybe the heart, the relationship. You're holding on tightly to what you've got. And there's going to be communication with a high priestess. This could be you being patient and watching your seeds grow, like watching it grow, watching things manifest. But it could be also that you using your intuition now, and your intuition is telling you how to communicate in this new situation in order to obtain what you want. So your intuition may be helping to support you to share your romantic feelings with someone new, to provide a gift, or to move forward with. You've got the Thoughts card. So maybe for some, you want communication with who you see as a high priestess, someone that you believe to be intuitive, someone you believe that you can resonate with. Can I get a supporting card for foundations and achievements for Virgo, please? Supporting card for foundations and achievements for Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please and thank you. Oh, it's the whole deck that's trying to come out. Hanged Man. So the sacrifice card, as I said, this 10-day period is all about sacrifice. It's about staying still and being patient. Because if you're patient, things will begin to move forward very quickly. Because it's divinely guided by the universe. So the Hangman's there. Be patient and you will get your strong foundation. Yeah, after being stabbed in the back or being in a toxic situation where you were stabbed in the back, heartbroken. I think for some, or maybe you broke someone's heart, swap it around as it sees fit. You're going to have a fresh new beginning, a fresh new passionate beginning that can turn into this. So it's safe to love. The romantic feelings, this person that you're having thoughts about, you're going to be putting an end to the heartbreak that you're feeling. You're going to move into a new journey if you just be patient and be still and release the ex. So there's the emotional withdrawal card. So yeah, releasing the ex. So can I get some supporting cards for emotional withdrawal, please and thank you. Supporting cards for emotional withdrawal, please and thank you. Oh, no, that's the half the deck. Holding on to what you've got again. One card's come out, emotional withdrawal. You're withdrawing from a situation that you was trying to collaborate on, a partnership. Maybe someone was seeing somebody else. Or maybe you just don't want to, for others, maybe you just don't want to collaborate with this person no more. You're emotionally withdrawing from something that you saw as a collaboration. You're letting it go. You're letting it go. And the good thing about the emotional withdrawal card is in the original tarot, it's the Eight of Cups. And it's about leaving that pain behind. You're leaving the energy behind. You're not taking it with you. Where you see the six of swords, sometimes the Six of Swords represent moving towards someone or moving away from a situation. In this case, it's moving away from the conflict. But at that stage, with the Six of Swords, the swords are still with you. So you may be moving away from someone at that stage, at the earlier stage, and still have the pain with you. The pain of the separation, still thinking of that person, but knowing you have to move forward to find more balance and peace. Whereas the emotional withdrawal, which is the Eight of Cups, it's about leaving that pain and that emotion behind. So it's actually a positive card to see. It's about loving yourself enough to walk away, to give yourself that peace of mind. Can I get a supporting card for disruption, please, and thank you. Supporting card for disruption, please, and thank you. Supporting card for disruption, please, and thank you. Oh, look, holding on. Disruption. Oh, look, the holding on cards come out. Twice it was at the bottom of the deck, and now it's actually come out. And disruption. So yeah, that tower moment, that whatever's come down, by you emotionally withdrawing from that collaboration, there's a shake-up in your world. There's a shake-up, a big shake-up. And it's based on you holding on to what you've got left. So you holding on to you. It doesn't have to be material possessions. It's holding on to you. It's holding on to respect and love. Everything that you've got to give yourself. It's about holding on to that. And by doing that, there's a disruption in the shake-up. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got the victory card. So it's a good week. It seems like an emotionally intense week, especially because it's based on sacrificing. But it gets you to your goal. It gets you into a more stable situation, a more stable environment. And even if you don't find or you don't move into that new romantic connection straight away, it puts you in a state of victory in your material harvest. So material harvest would be the Nine of Pentacles. It's someone that's single, abundant, happy, quite satisfied with their life, but they're single. This one's material harvest. So the person, you don't have to be single at the end of the week, but I'm assuming that you will be, and I'm hearing that you will be, but you'll be ready to safely love again. And there may be someone on your mind at that time. Not saying that you'll be moving in towards them in the next 10 days, but you'll definitely be in a position where you can. And you're definitely in the position where you're no longer, this marks the stage of victory by holding on to what you've got and actually loving yourself enough to hold on to what you've got. You've got to the stage where you are letting go of codependency. That's you. And if it's habits and you're going to be motivated and you're going to follow the path that's set out before you to release them habits, that's watching your chips come in. That's watching your money come in. That's watching to see what you've got left when you're not giving into that toxic energy and the toxic behaviours or the toxic relationships. That's you. That's you appreciating what you've got. That's you in loving your life. That's you loving you. Not codependent on another or another substance. It's literally you codependent on you, and that is your victory. Sorry, can I get a supporting card for material harvest, please, and thank you. You've got juggling. This card's come up quite a lot in the deck as well during this read. I don't think it's about juggling. I don't think it's about people. I think this is about juggling, because over material harvest, you've got options. And I don't think that they're bad options, but they're new options. So that this might be that after walking away from a toxic situation, a heartbreaking situation where you may have been stabbed in your back, you're at such a good stage, like you're moving out of that energy. So this is you moving out of that energy, and you're such a good stage. You're going to be in such a good stage at the end of this period that you're going to actually be looking at what you've got, satisfied with being on your own, but realize how much options there are out there for you. And that's where the juggling is choosing what you do with your time. So it might not just be people, it might be just the fact that you free up more time, because what you find when you're in a toxic situation or a codependent situation, that situation takes up so much of your mind and your energy that you don't really see life anymore. So this is going to open you back up to what's out there. You're going to start to live again. You're going to start to live again. You're going to see there's many options out there. There's things for you to do. You're going to be, if it's a toxic habit that you're getting rid of, that you had also, then you're going to see that by having your material harvest and not spending on a toxic habit, you will have more options on what you can do. But you're going to be here making choices and decisions at the end of the week. But these choices and decisions come from a place of freedom. Whereas during the read, it wasn't coming from a place of freedom. It was coming from a place of, how do you get there? This is at a stage where it's coming from a place of freedom. And that's all because you sacrificed. I'm going to get a few more clarifiers from the Light Seer deck. I've just split the card twice. I should have showed you the first time, so you'll have to just believe me or not. And the first time I split, hopefully you might have seen it when I moved the cards around, depends on the camera angle. I split the card and you had the Six of Pentacles and the Sun. The Sun is obviously a Leo card. Six of Pentacles is the card of sharing, equal give and take, supporting each other. And then I shuffled, split the deck again, and you've got the Six of Pentacles and the Strength card. So you may be, some of you may be dealing with a Leo that has come up a few times, especially at the beginning of the read. So there's Justice and the Strength. So I won't keep on showing you the split cards because it's not a part of the reading, but I felt it was relevant. Thank you, angels and spirits, for such a clear read. Can you give me some supporting cards for the Sun, the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Swords? What is... Right, so you've got Ace of Wands. You want a new beginning. So giving birth, the fertility card is the base card on that section. You want to give birth to something new after a period of burden, a period of... So this is what you've been doing. This is what you've been doing. And your Hangman energy, you're sacrificing, you've been patient, and this is what you're doing. You've been internally meditating in order to release these burdens. And then in order to do that, you're getting your new beginning, fresh new beginning with your Empress. And now you're motivated to get equal partnership and show them that you're the Emperor. And this is for your Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, because you want to be their King of Wands, and you want Two of Cups with them. You want to go on a new adventure with the Ace of Pentacles once again to say the new beginnings, and that Fool card's out again that was at the bottom of the deck. You want to take a risk for this person. You've been manifesting this person and you want to move forward. You want to move forward, and Destiny's going to help you. We've seen the Destiny card there. Because you had heartbreak with your past person. Heartbreak. And now you want to take a risk. You want to move forward with someone that's caught your eye. Someone that you've been doing a bit of research on. And this is what they are to you, when the Lovers. You want the Two of Cups, but you want that passion as well. And you're up in your head, in despair. That's the despair card that came out originally in the Kipper deck. You're in despair because you can't be with the person you want to be with, because your current lifestyle has you codependent on the heartbreak situation. But you want the truth. You want to speak your truth. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep on taking cards from the bottom of the deck, but the story was just there, right there. And that was exactly the story that's coming out in the cards. New beginning, Two of Cups, King and Queen of Wands, the Emperor and the Empress. It's all come out just there, a new beginning. This is fertility, it's destiny. It's what you're fated to get after you've come out of what you've come out of. But yeah, so you've got giving up the burden. You want to release the burden. You're giving birth to something new. You want to give birth to your happy person. You want to be with your happy person. This person has stirred up these feelings in you. The spirits say your feelings are real and worth exploring. Don't know if you've currently been with one of the signs that were mentioned earlier, whether your past person is a Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, or just an air sign. Well, you're a Virgo, so it might have been dealing with another Virgo. But yeah, so I didn't pick up this last card because once again, this last card's the Strength card. So it's about you having that strength. But it's also, once again, possibly pointing to a Leo. For some of you, Leo's coming out strongly in this read. But the Sun card is here and the Queen of Wands. So over fertility, you've got the Sun card, the Queen of Wands and the Strength card. What else do we want to clarify? I think the story's here. Right, let's clarify the movement, choice and decision, the heartbreak. Can we clarify, can I have some cards to clarify the Three of Swords and the Knight of Swords, please? Three of Swords, is that just one card? Three of Swords and Knight of Swords, please have another card. Thank you, angels and spirits, please. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles. So you're an earth sign. So you might have been dealing with another Virgo. You might have been the Queen of Pentacles, or someone that you saw as the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, but you've seen the truth about them. You've seen the truth. You've spoken your truth. You know the truth. And you know that they're conflict. That same conflict that was upside down here that you want to get rid of. This is why you're charging forward. You're moving forward to what you actually really want. You want to communicate with this High Priestess. Spirit says you're going to have a little bit of patience, and it's coming. It's coming in an accelerated mode, and it'll be coming soon. So, but just hold on a little bit longer. But yeah, you're making choices to move on from heartbreak. You want to charge forward to what you want, because you know the truth now about all this, the conflicting situation that you're in with who you see as your Queen of Pentacles. So possibly some of you did. Your current ex is a Virgo as well. Or this may be you. This may be you wanting to be in your Queen of Pentacles energy. Can I get some clarification on the Patience, please? And the Page of Wands and the High Priestess. Some clarification on Patience, Page of Wands and the High Priestess. Oh, that was a bit too much clarification. Feeling a bit trapped. You're feeling a bit blocked. Putting yourself in a self-imposed imprisonment about how to move forward. So Spirit is saying sacrifice, be the Hanged Man and be patient. Let me see what else Spirit's say. Oh gosh, okay. Spirit's giving me the whole deck. Give me a second. Right, so yeah, so you're being patient in order to communicate with this High Priestess, in order to get rid of heartbreak and build a strong foundation. But what Spirit's saying is that the reason that you're blocked is because you're not being patient. So you need to be patient. And I don't mean be patient for months and months to come. We're talking about possibly in a number of weeks. But if it is months for you, then it may be. But we're talking about until you take yourself out of this self-imposed prison. Before you communicate, you want to be at your best when you communicate, and not at your best, but you want to be feeling sure about yourself and feeling comfortable, so you deliver the best you for yourself. But what Spirit's saying here, you've had a spiritual awakening. You've had a spiritual awakening, and that has told you to move away from the past. There's the Eight of Cups in this deck, leaving the cup behind, just walking away from it, no cups in their hand, and walking to that bright light. That's that sun that we see coming up. You're moving towards the bright light, moving away because you've had a spiritual awakening. And once again, you want that Ace of Swords, you want that Ace of Wands, that fresh, new, passionate beginning with who you see as your Empress. The Empress card came up before when I was pulling the bottom cards. You've seen your Empress. You know who your Empress is. You've had romantic feelings for your Empress. And you know this just changes your world. We've had the World card come out before, that it changes your world. This person has changed your world. It's changed how you see yourself. And you're seeing long-term commitment in that. But Spirit's saying the last thing you need to do is get to that position in order to get your ace, Ace of Wands, your new, fresh, passionate beginning with this person. You need to walk away emotionally from the previous relationship as much as you can. Sometimes we don't ever fully heal in that sense. The past will always be a part of us in that sense. But leave that relationship in the past in order to get the best out of this new situation. It's a new situation. And I think that's clarified by when you see the Firm Foundation card or the House card and you want to have a happy home with someone, you've got the rainbow over there. So literally what you've got, you're sacrificing here. The Sacrifice card, which is the Hangman card in this deck, is got a rainbow. You're sacrificing for that happiness, for that son that you want so badly, and that family. Look, you're sacrificing, and look, the house, what you're sacrificing for, that happy home, that happy life, has also got a rainbow on it. So you're sacrificing, but in order to get this Empress and have this fresh new beginning that changed, because this person's changed your world, and to have this commitment and this happy home, you need to release the pain. Release the pain in order to have this Ace of Wands. And you won't be releasing the pain until you actually get here and you have that emotional withdrawal. If you notice in this deck, the emotional withdrawal card comes here and the Ace of Wands is there. So you have to be patient, because in order to get there, you really need to get rid of this Ten of Swords feeling, this battered and betrayed and feeling hurt as such. You need to heal from that pain, leave that pain behind, because there's better things to come. There's much better things to come. So you will have your new beginning and you won't feel trapped, but you'll have your new beginning once you can emotionally pull away from that past person. Because if you don't emotionally pull away before you get the new beginning, you're going to take that pain into your new situation. So can you clarify the Ten of Swords? No, do we want that? Yeah, can you clarify the Ten of Swords, please? The Ten of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Ten of the Firm Foundation, the Foundation and Achievement, the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Wands, please. Thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. Trapped. Yeah, you're blocked. You're trapped in fear. You want this new beginning. You want this firm foundation, but you're trapped in fear. You're trapped in fear because you're still thinking about the past pain, just like I said. This is the whole point of clarifications in case you miss something. But yeah, it's there. But you need the balance. So here where I said that you're moving towards a new situation where it'll be more balanced. And for some, you need to have that balance within yourself to change your light and dark, your light and shadow side. It's telling you once again, it's definitely that you will come out of this position of fear when you accept yourself. It's about accepting yourself before someone else can accept you. So for those of you that are in fear that this new person won't accept you, Spirit's telling you it's safe to love. So Spirit thinks that this new person is a good person. If some of you that's got more than one, then you should know who Spirit's talking about. Yeah, because the one that Spirit's saying is safe to love wouldn't be like the ex-person that betrayed you. So if they've got the same characteristics as the ex that betrayed you, it's probably not that one. But yeah, you need to balance. If you've had codependency issues, you've got any toxic past, accept it for what it is. Forgive yourself and the other party. Don't feel stabbed in the back. Hurt people. So if you was actually hurt in that relationship, that it says more about that person than it does about you, because they had the option to leave you rather than hurt you. So can I get a supporting card for emotional, some clarification for emotional withdrawal and the Three of Pentacles? Emotional withdrawal and the Three of Pentacles. Yep, there you go. Straight out the deck. Emotional withdrawal. Look, moving away. Look, I was going to carry on shuffling, but the cards have obviously spoken to me. You're moving away from either a third-party situation or just moving away from a collaboration with someone that hurt you. And there it is. You're in pain. You're screaming internally, and you need to move away from that pain. Look, move away from that pain. And I think, like I said before, what you're going to have to do at first is move away from the pain while the pain still might be there. There's the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords came up in the first row about you moving away with the pain in order to balance your energy and get yourself up to end, because sometimes it's hard to heal in that environment, especially if there's a codependency issue. It's bad enough being in a situation where you're hurt and then trying to heal in that environment. But if there's actually a codependency issue, there's always going to be toxic behavior that's pulling you back and not allowing you that room to heal. So you may need to move away with that Six of Swords energy, with that pain still there, still screaming internally, in order to find your space to balance and be patient. Move away from the conflicting situation, because the Five of Wands was there in a conflicting situation. The Three of Hearts came up here with the conflict and seeing the truth about the conflict. So definitely a lot of conflict, a lot of possible arguments and difficulties, and heartbreak. But you've got to move away from that in order, and then emotionally withdraw. And once you've emotionally withdrawn, left the pain after moving away, you can then, that will then cause a tower and move you in to your move you into Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. That's the Tower. Holding on to your own needs, holding on to what you have left, even if it's what you've got left internally, will bring you wish fulfillment, and that will bring you your material harvest. So can I have some clarifications, please, for disruption? Some clarifications for disruption. Yep, there you go. Yep, by holding on, you're leaving someone else out in the cold, and that's what you're probably scared of. That's what it is as well. There might have been a family unit here that you're leaving. But what I'd like to say is, if you are leaving a family unit and you are leaving someone, or you feel left out in the cold, because this could be an ex that left you. This could have been an ex that moved away from you that you need to emotionally heal from. And you're holding on to what you've got left. Because you're feeling left out in the cold. You're holding on to what you've got left. And you're upset because this might have been a family unit. But the Tower here is shaking it up. It's a tower here. This family unit is a tower. Which means that it's not what it appears to be. And sometimes, even if it's hard, I know it's hard if you're the person that's got to leave the home and possibly leave the kids, or if you've had to leave the home, if you've been forced to leave the home, or that your family's moved on. But if there is toxic behaviour and heartbreak going on, you may not be giving the best to that family anyway. So you maybe need to step out of that situation in order to manifest this. And for others, You may be moving into this situation. You may be moving into this energy of you've held on. There's a shake up, and after emotionally withdrawing, you've left someone else out in the cold, or you're not feeling left out in the cold anymore because you found a family unit. And the material harvest may just be that. May just be the material harvest. You're looking back at what you've got. You're looking forward at what you've got and saying, yeah, I've got this. I've got this, and I've got peace of mind. Look at the sun beaming from behind his head. The options card there. Many options, many routes to take forward with this new situation. Can I get some clarification for material harvest and Seven of Cups? Some clarification of material harvest and Seven of Cups. Some clarification for material harvest and Seven of Cups. Yeah, look, you've got this. Balancing, juggling, moving forward, communicating, talking to people. You've got there. Look at that balance. Look at the difference between the one that was at the bottom of the last deck and the one at this deck. It's comfortable balance. This is like a temperance balance. This is like, where's the the temperance card was at the bottom of the deck. But this is like a temperance balance where you're accepting your light and shadow side. You're accepting here. This is what I'm getting from this card. I don't always get this, so bear with me. You're accepting. You're not juggling. I don't see this as juggling. I see this more as a temperance. You're going out there. You've materially harvested what you wanted, and you're ready to communicate. Maybe it's just with the world. Look at this. Look at this. It's just joy. This is just joy and passion. You're feeling like a young person again. You're feeling full of life again. You've woken up to who you are internally because you've let pain go and you've forgiven yourself. And you held on to what you had. You held on to your integrity. You held on to what you had. And you can still have a family. But you need to worry about you and make sure you're in the best place to have that. But here, this is reminding me of the Temperance. This person don't look defeated or look like they're juggling, look like they're concerned or even looking at the coins like which one. This person looks more like the Temperance. And they're saying, I've got a shadow side. And yes, it does weigh me down a bit. And I've got a light side. But the light side's floating so high. So the light side's not worrying. It's keeping me afloat. It's keeping me afloat. And I'll just hold lightly onto this. It's not weighing them down, is what I'm saying. Look, and by doing that, you can get to the lover's energy. You can have that new relationship, and you can be the emperor for that empress that you saw come out earlier in the deck. The empress that was here, that you wanted that commitment with, but at that time, Spirit was saying, be patient. Now you've balanced your light and shadow side. You've tackled any codependency you've got, whether it's on something or someone, because it could be on something. You could be codependent on something. It might not be a particular person, but by balancing that, being aware of that and accepting that and forgiving that, you're able to tame it. And you're getting your lover situation, your passionate situation. You're able to be the emperor to the empress, who is your queen of wands. Yeah, and there's death and rebirth, and you've moved forward. Who is your real queen of wands? Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much, Virgo. If you feel that this resonated and you want to see more videos, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.